Hi everyone, this is Bob Perkins with AISP's Inside Sales Studio. We're here in Chicago at the Leadership Summit 2016. I happen to be with Clint Smith. How you doing, Clint?
I'm doing awesome. How you doing?
Real good. Clint is the Director of Sales at CallSource, and Clint happens to be right in the middle of taking his AISM Leadership Certification Program. So we want to talk a little bit about your experience. Haven't graduated yet.
Nope, not yet.
But you should be a graduate here in the near future. Tell us first a little bit about you, yourself, and your background, and maybe a little bit about CallSource as well.
Okay, sure. Thanks, Bob. Born and raised out in the Dallas, Texas area. Live in California now, and stumbled upon sales about 8-9 years ago as my second love. But first is my wife, but right after that is sales. And I love the art of it. I love the science of it, everything about it. And that's why I get so much out of coming to play things like the Leadership Summit, as well as having a place like the AISM certification course where I'm on my own island sometimes, just like owners are, trailblazing and leading a company. But it gives me the resources I need to make those changes that are effective.
And CallSource, what is your role there, and what does CallSource do?
CallSource is a phone analytics company. We ultimately tighten up the marketing and sales ROI for B2B companies in the automotive, home services, and healthcare spaces. And I oversee a team of 30 people. I report to them basically. They're my customers. And
you're a servant leader.
I'm trying every day. Yeah.
Good. All right, let's talk about the AISM. When did you enroll, and how far along are you?
Okay, I actually enrolled last year sometime, and so it's been almost a year. However, I've completed 4 of the 8-10 courses, which is probably slower than most. I understand. So for those looking and considering this program, I don't want you to think, goodness, what does this entail? I've taken every single course that's been available, and I've literally stopped and landed on it and created something from it. Not that that's my intention every time, but it's been exactly what I've needed.
Well, talking to you earlier, for example, you were in the compensation model, and you decided from a couple of things you learned to go sort of redo your comp model at CallSource. Is that what you did? Tell the viewers a little bit about that process.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that was needed in my company, we needed to increase motivation and incentive with the frontline sales reps. And after taking the comp course, light bulbs going off left and right. And so it motivated me to do exactly that, change the comp, add accelerators to that. And it went company-wide, which is excellent. That's just one example.
That's fantastic. Other courses that you've taken so far?
The other course is the sales model coverage, and we actually shifted our strategy based on that.
Let's hope it works.
We're in the process now, right? I'll let you know. And hiring as well. And I created a hiring, recruiting, screening, interviewing, selection process for the company. It was just something that had been floating, but no one had put real clear boundaries and lines on what that is. So to put that on paper, they said, this is what we need, again, company-wide.
This is great. So unlike if taking a college course, right, if you were in college, you just want to get through it, you're really taking these courses and allowing them to give you ideas to implement back at work.
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
The final, after you take 8 to 10 credits, so that's probably another 3 or 4 courses you have to take. In fact, one of the courses, Clint, is a Leadership Summit practicum. You plan to take that since you're here at the Leadership Summit?
Actually, I've already completed that one.
Oh, you have? Okay, great, great.
Yeah.
And so you took lessons learned from the summit, probably last year, right?
That's right.
And you reported them back to the AISM group. So the final is a capstone project, which you have to implement something at work. It sounds like you've already done that. Do you have an idea what your final capstone project submission will be?
I do, actually. In fact, it's something that I've already completed, but it's an ongoing, it's dynamic, but it's a 3-year forecast for our company. And it starts with vision. I've implemented the strategy, the tactics to execute upon that, and the headcount needed, cost of sale included. I mean, the whole boat, which all the way up to the top, they're just like, we've been needing this for a long time.
That's incredible. So as we close out here, any words of advice to the viewers around who should consider enrolling in the AISM, or some of the things that they may get out of it?
Absolutely. For those that are leading people, for those that are responsible for quota carrying reps, for those that are responsible to basically take a company from point A to point B in terms of growth and don't exactly know how to get there, or even need to be able to rub shoulders with others that like-minded, right? This is the course for you. And it's not that you may not already have some answers, and it doesn't matter if you have experience, but I often found that as I was going through the course, that what it would do, it would spark things in my own world that you weren't aware of, but it's exactly what I needed to launch me.
And I think one of the things about the AISM, there's a lot of great leadership classes or even college courses, which I've taken, plenty out there, but this one really is specific for the role of an inside sales, sales development, account management, someone that manages a team and wants to develop, improve, and take their career to the next level. It sounds like you are so well on your way. I look forward to the day that I can award you the AISM certificate. I think you came up with this comment, you wanted to make little lapel pins and say AISM. I think we're going to take you up on that. All right. Well, congratulations so far, and look forward to your completion of the AISM.
Thanks again.
Thanks. Yeah.